Remember the spider spawner that we found underneath our house? This is him now. Feel old yet? But no, in all seriousness, I turned this spider farm under here into an AFK string farm, and it's not too shabby. Some items sometimes get stuck over in that corner over there, but other than that, it works just fine. In other news, I've got something exciting planned up for today, and to start things off, we're going to be upgrading another tool into netherite. I've wanted to get a silk touch pickaxe that's like top tier silk touch, you know, for the longest time, so here we go. I was going to get the netherite. Actually, would it make sense to enchant it first? I think so. Right, let's enchant it first. I've got a mending book in my inventory. I would love to put unbreaking on it too, but to be honest, I don't have enough emeralds. Costs 3 out of the 82. By the way, if you're wondering why I have 82 and not 100, I put unbreaking on this axe, and you know, it sometimes gets quite expensive putting enchantments on these things. But there we go. Silk touch and mending together forever. Let's upgrade this thing. I was going to record getting the netherite for this, but I forgot. There we go. We now have a silk touch netherite pickaxe. And I really want to keep this on me, like, a lot, because getting stuff will just be so much easier. Speaking of which, I need to gather some resources now. I'm going to get some stone using this for stone bricks, because we're building with that today. And some other stuff too. And actually, I think it probably would have been wiser to record me gathering the netherite for this, because, you know, the episode's going to go by way too quickly if I just jump cut to when I've finished doing this. One thing that's always annoyed me about this place is it's on Y13, not Y11, which is the best place to find diamonds. I'm bulk recording videos now because I'm going away next week and I need to get some videos out there. For example, this isn't going to be uploaded until like 3 weeks from now, but I just wanted to get it done because, yeah. And I was thinking about how fast things have gone by and how little time I have to do certain things. Yeah, when you're doing this, the netherite pickaxe seems to go down really slowly, and it seems to have a decent amount of durability. But when you're doing it ridiculously quickly, like this, you know, say I had, it's not actually that big of a difference, is it? But say I was doing it with netherrack, the durability gets drained so fast, and that's why I put unbreaking on my regular pickaxe, and that's why I want to put unbreaking on this. If I put efficiency on it too, then that'd be great. I have a plan for like the next, well, when we get to episode 98, I'm basically going to take a break from doing the actual videos, maybe a couple of weeks just to prepare for the wither. I'm not going to do any preparation on camera because no one actually likes to see that. If there's one thing I learnt from when we fought the dragon, it's that no one actually likes watching you get prepared. They just want to watch the actual thing. So I'm going to take maybe 2 weeks break from the survival. Also, by the way, I'm wearing my netherite armor, but I'm not going to be wearing that all the time. I did try and make the conscious decision to wear my netherite armor all the time. I just can't. It gets damaged too easily. I can't do it. Watch this, ready? That is always so fun. Yum. Oh god. Oh, have you never tried this? This is fun. Had I not got my netherite armor on, I would have died. God, that was extremely weird and annoying, and I did not like it very much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I think our cat was tamed as well, because it came up with a message. Talky bit over, let's get on with the building. I decided a nice place for it to be would be like, it's quite far away, a bit annoying to get to, but I love the idea of it being a corner, and this corner will be perfect for it. So I'm just going to clear out a nice space here, and then we will begin the build. Alright, so I've kind of given the dimensions for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to level all of this ground, and I will see you when I have done that. Why do I always blink just when I don't want to blink? Jeez. It's definitely not in the most conventional places, but here we are. I've completely flattened out this place. It's actually quite a small area in the grand scheme of things. It makes it look a lot bigger because it's at an angle. And yeah, I just want to see though, what would look best as the corners. Regular stone perhaps? on andesite? No, that looks trash. Andesite on stone, maybe? We've got to establish a good palette for this. No, it just doesn't look good. I think I know what will look good. Although I'll have to extend this 2 blocks further back. There we go, I extended it 2 blocks further back. So now, basically what we can do is have the corners a little bit chunkier in the actual building itself. Might look quite cool. Although I am going to sleep. Jeez, there is a large amount of mobs on top of this. So we've got a block there. So this build is very, very stone based. And more andesite comes in as like a slightly further back wall. I'm going to build up the framework of this build first, I think. That'll just be easier to save on the andesite. And then I think I'll see what I'll do next. This is going to be a tricky one either way. This is what I've come up with. It's a slightly strange design. I've tried to work out something that might look a little bit cool. And I think I've hit the spot with this one. Although, one change I do want to make. I want to make this 3 blocks tall instead. Because when you go inside, you'll immediately bump your head. And also, it'll just look better with that border around the outside of the stone bricks. This is what I was talking about with the raised on the outside. So as you can see, it kind of borders it on all sides. I'm going to include windows and stuff as well to let in light, etc, etc. But you can see what I mean by the raised kind of pop-out border that I wanted to achieve with this. These are going to be windows. I'm going to fill them in with glass. I'm not sure what's going to be actually up there, though. I don't know, actually. Glass might not work because there's these which are in the way. And they have to stay there because that's part of the wall. So maybe I could fill those in with a different block. Maybe something a little bit more dark along the lines of basalt, maybe. Although basalt is extremely... It's a directional block. It might make it look a little bit too much like eyes. I just want something that's evenly spaced. A nice building block. The door is in and it's fully working, and so is the floor. It's going to be that tall when you come in. It continues up in staggered layers. How does that look from the front? A bit weird. No, actually, that looks quite cool. I do like that. It's not quite what I was aiming for, but it's a little bit weird, a little bit wacky, and I love it. Let's see how that looks from the front. You know what? I dig it. It might need a little bit of work, though, because this bit is a bit too flat for me. It's a little bit too flat for my liking. And that's why slabs exist. My original intention was to have it dipped in the middle, but thinking about it, that won't work because of how the back is set up here. I'm loving it. That looks great. Accidentally, it looks great. There we go. Maybe let's add some detail around these parts. That's a bit too obnoxious. I don't like it. Yeah, that works. Again, it's a bit too flat on the top, though, so... on this part. So I just want to exaggerate this part a bit. I've got 60 slabs. Let's get all of the detail with these 60 slabs. Like, every corner has to have a bit of detail. A bit of slabbage. Still looks too flat, even though it's quite chunky on this bit. I don't actually mind that, to be honest. That doesn't look too bad. I'm now going to make the bits jutting out the top to make it feel more complete and less flat. Oh, I know! Perfect. Looks a bit weird with the things going across it. I'm not sure I should have these corner ones either. I'm fairly certain I can't even hang lanterns from there because it's half a block taller than everything else. That looks quite cool. I might keep this open. Because it looks like a kind of stairway up. We just have to have it perfectly open like that. And that's the way elytra flyers can get in. That's the way I'm mostly going to be getting over to here. So if I keep the top open like that, then I can just fly straight down onto the top. That is such a cool idea. Let's test it out now. So say I'm flying from Ollie's house. Let's see what happens. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm here, and I'm on the roof. Nice, okay. There's the top sorted. How does it look? Very cool. That is looking great. Very castle-y and very fitting. Okay, now we need to do light sources. I think in terms of actual filling this place, I'm going to start off with the bookshelves and enchantment table. So I'm going to make the enchantment table first. It'll look exactly like this, but in the corner instead. I've got tons of books as well. Perfect. Right. Let's get going then. I've taken a visit to the iron farm, and I think a suitable amount of lighting has been put in. Obviously, I have to wait until dark to see how effective it actually is. We've got the torches on the front here still. We've got some lanterns added. I've decided to not put lighting on the other sides, although I am instead going to put nice big windows. Not that big. So as you can see, I've distributed an equal amount around everywhere. I realise we can't, unless we have ladders on glass, we can't do that, so no. We might be able to get away with it being on the sides though. Okay, ladders there instead. This is where the enchantment table is going to be. It's not quite going to be the maximum capability. I don't think you will be able to get 30 from this. I believe you need 18 bookshelves in total to get the level 30 enchantment. So it will be better if you're enchanting to just go and do it at the main community house. That's quite a nice view actually. If that damn tree wasn't there. And those damn cobblestone weren't there in the middle of the lake. I'm going to get rid of those now actually. So I'm going to have to make a new grindstone and find a nice place for it. As well as potentially a new stonecutter, because, I don't know, stonecutter just seems like an interesting thing to put in here. In fact, we're going to have 2 stonecutters and 2 anvils, because why not? Stonecutter. Anvil there and anvil there. Maybe we could try and get like a full set of all armor, so leather, iron, gold, diamond, netherite chain. So that seems okay. We're just gonna need to get a lot of armor stands. How'd you make a grindstone? You need a half slab of just regular stone. Do I have any stone left? No, I've been mining all of this stone. And you're telling me I don't have one bit of stone left. Decorating the inside of this place will be a challenge in itself. So I think I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to cut back once I have fully completed it. The inside is now complete enough. Here I have basically an example of leather armor. These are obviously Freaky Frog's signature dyed clothes for when he was going to fight the Ender Dragon. But guess what? He never did. Also, he's not even called Freaky Frog anymore. What am I talking about? I'm tired, okay. Some iron armor, some gold armor. Over here we got my full set of chain armor and my netherite armor, of course. I have indeed taken it off. We're going to have diamond armor here. Of course. My question is, does it drop the item when it burns? When it, like, it doesn't. Okay, question for you guys in the comments. If you burn one, does it just make the items all disappear? I don't know. That's weird. If it is, Mojang, fix that, or else. Anyway, so I've just got to fill in the glass on the walls now for the windows, and then this place will be complete enough, complete enough for me to be happy. There we go. It is done. It is done. I'm done with this. It's a nice building, to be fair. I mean, coming into this knowing two things, you know, I came into this knowing that it was going to be just like a regular building, but on a corner. And it turned out being this beautiful creature. I'm very glad with how this turned out. Best part is you can do this, and you can land on the top. Okay, that wasn't the best example. This is the way I'm going to get to here most of the time. You can just kind of do this and land straight on the roof, and you're there. You don't even have to bother going through the front door. That's the best part. And you can get whatever you want. You can enchant your gear, etc., etc., and then off you go. It's that simple, and it's brilliant. I just love it. It's so cool, simple, and it looks awesome too. So thank you very much for watching this video. I mean, we have done a decent amount in my eyes. It's been several hours of working just solidly to do this little building, but it fits really nicely. I was worried it's going to be a bit too far away, but it is nice. I really like it. It fits snugly in this corner. It gives a bit of reason to come to this corner of the world, and it also gives a beautiful view. If I destroy this tree, if you look at it from this angle, that's actually a beautiful view as well. It's really quite nice. You stand in here. You've got a nice view of that kind of area. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, maybe give it a like. I've worked tirelessly to get this finished because I'm going away, as I mentioned, in a couple of days, and I just need to get this done to upload while I'm away. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in another video sometime soon. Goodbye.